Howdy everybody, it's Amy from Amy Sparkly Diamond Painting. How are y'all doing this evening? Well, this late night. It's after midnight here in San Angelo, Texas, and I am working on a Van Gogh diamond painting for Summer with the Masters. I've tried recording a couple videos today. Some of it didn't go so well. I've been doing like 10 different things all at once, so I'm going to just kind of chill. I'm going to sit down, slow down, enjoy your company, and just talk about diamond painting. So what I am working on here is one that I just very recently got from Diamond Art Club. The picture on here is very dark. The diamond painting is not nearly as dark. I also have a light pad on, but this is Vase avec Marguerites at Coquelicot by Vincent van Gogh. It's basically a vase of flowers, and they are dark red and dark blue, but not quite as dark as what this picture here, this sticker, would indicate. But I don't really have a good light at 12:15 a.m. Let's see if I can move this up here a bit so you can see. Yeah, see, brighter colors. It's not quite as dark as it would appear. So I just started this tonight finally because I've had a busy day and I've gotten this part of the table done in this section. I'm into the green, but my section here, I'm using just the clear plastic perforated cover. It ends right here, so I'm going to finish this section and probably move into another one here this evening. But I needed a chance to just sit down and chill with you all and just kind of diamond paint and talk. So I'm using my little art dot tray because I love these things. I also have a bigger one, but the little one seems to serve my purpose as well. I also keep a Diamond Art Club tray because sometimes those blue colors don't show up very well in this tray, and sometimes I use this one for the ABs. It just depends. I switch around. So I also like the flat bottom of these older trays. I did see the newer ones don't have the same flat bottom, so I will be keeping some of these older ones around because the flat bottoms let you push diamonds down like that as you're working. So I'm going to miss that part, but I have plenty, so no big deal. So for my pen, I have the trusty standby. One of these days I'm going to show this in a light where you can see it. You know what? Let me see if I can do this because I have my iPad here. And I'm wondering if I can turn on a light from my iPad so that you can see in the light. Probably not. No, it's just not going to shine bright enough here. Oh well, it was worth a try. I'll get a flashlight this time. And sorry about that. I lost my microphone. So it's a sparkly sparkly pen from Jim's Diamond Painting Pens on Etsy, and it has a lot of gold glitter and a lot of purples and dark blues, but it just doesn't show up well. No, I'll get a flashlight next time. But anyway, this is a hand-turned pen, my one and only hand-turned pen, and I love this thing. It's nice and wide, and I think that's why I like it so much. I spent a long time using the pens that came with the kits and all that, and some of the cheaper ones and a thinner Diamond Art Club pen, but I had a lot of trouble with my elbow. And since I've been using this one, it could be completely unrelated, but for whatever reason, I don't have the elbow pain that I used to, so I think the thicker pen works well for me. So I've got my 4-placer, which I can usually fit 5 squares on that. That's a Diamond Art Club. And it's got some putty from Randa's Crafty Corner. And in my single placer, I just love this stuff. I don't switch around to a lot of things once I find something I like. I switch between glue dots and this. I'll use a glue dot until it starts losing its stick, and then I'll start using this on top of it until finally I get tired of it, pull everything out, put a new glue dot in, and then repeat. So I love this sticky wax from Randa's Crafty Corner. So, how's everybody doing tonight? I did a video announcing the winners for the art dot trays. So congratulations to the winners. I already heard back from one and sent her address on to art dot, so she should be getting her stuff headed her way pretty soon. And hopefully the other person can contact me and I can get hers rolling her way as well. And that was kind of a fun little contest, but I did go ahead and buy some more art dot trays because I do like the idea of kitting up for smaller projects with these. So I had 20, now I have 30 because I did buy another set. And most of the smaller paintings, the budget paintings, run anywhere from 20 to 30 colors, so it should work for those. And I do a fair amount of budget paintings now because I do get PR packages from companies and I do like to test them out. So once I tried out a couple with those trays, I didn't have to spend as much time working on them. And I've had a couple of you say, well, isn't diamond painting supposed to be slow and relaxing? Well, yes, it is, and it still is for me. But I do sometimes have to rush a little to get some of the PR packages done so I can get back to the diamond paintings that I have chosen for myself. So, a WIP and chat is just me sitting here working on my diamond painting and chatting with you all out there. So I will ask you all how you're doing. Feel free to check in with the comments if you would like, or just quietly listen. And I'll tell you a little bit about my day. It's been pretty good, actually. Just been busy because I woke up a bit too early this morning for a weekend, and I'm really excited about the diamond painting junk journal stuff. So I had to get up right away and start messing with that, and I did for about half the day, actually. I made a lot of progress because I'm trying to test out and plan what I want to show you guys in the videos for that. So I was going to record the video and get it up, but I had too many other things going on. It didn't quite happen, but hopefully it will tomorrow because I made several different tags and envelopes and played around with different ideas and kind of got a feel for how long it would take me to do those things. And tomorrow, Sunday, I plan on recording that one and hopefully we'll have it up by tomorrow evening. So at first I was thinking Saturdays might be my junk journal diamond painting days, but based on how today went, maybe Sundays. So Saturday I can play around with ideas and then Sunday do the video. Trying to push these. I don't use rulers or anything, and I don't use washi unless I really need to, and this is not sticky beyond the edge here, so I'm using my fingernail to try to push them in line. But anyway, had a lot of fun today working on junk journal stuff, but didn't do a whole lot with diamond painting. So this is my first time to really sit down and work on a canvas. I did do a special drill project, part of a PR package video that I was finishing up because that one to me feels like it's a bit overdue. The company has not said a word to me and not like shown any concern about how long it's taking me to get that one up. It's probably been about a week and a half since it came in, but I haven't heard any complaints or anything from them, so it's more my own concerns about getting it done fast enough so that they don't pile up. So I'll probably be uploading that one tomorrow as well. So tomorrow may be a double feature because I didn't quite get as much done today as I wanted to. And tomorrow I will be I will be smoking a couple of briskets and keeping an eye on them. So that should give me a good excuse to sit and diamond paint for a while and then go check on my briskets, because we're having a potluck lunch at work Monday celebrating the end of our severe weather season. And so I'm gonna try to smoke a couple of Texas briskets, which if you're not from Texas, it may be hard to understand. If you are, then you know. A smoked brisket is kind of a process. It's not about a recipe, it's about a process, and that process takes at least 12 hours to get it right. So brisket can be a tough hunk of meat unless you cook it correctly. And I'm certainly no expert, but I keep trying. So we do have a smoker outside, and I will be cooking many pounds of brisket for work tomorrow, or for work on Monday. What else is new in our world? Not a whole lot really going on, which is good. It's kind of hit right on the edge there. Nope, a few more rows before I hit the cover. I thought it was hitting the cover because it didn't quite want to stick there for a second. Kind of odd. Okay, all is well. Go back to this. I like to multi-place smaller amounts, so 5 is kind of my happy place, because I found if I do longer ones, then I tend to get off just a bit, and it shows in my lines and everything. So for a smoother multi-placing, I found that 5 works best for me, and that's using, of course, a 4-placer. I would do 4 with rounds, but 5 with squares, because squares are a little bit smaller. So we're moving right along with this one, at least in this part. I have a feeling once we get to the flowers, it might move a little bit slower. But I am happy this one doesn't have a whole lot of dark colors in it, not a whole lot of black, so it should move a little bit faster. So, summer with the masters. Last year, I was kind of thinking back as I was starting to work on this. Last year, I was an observer because I was just getting back into diamond painting, because I diamond painted 2017, 2018, around that time when all the companies were in China. I mean, many still are, and everything's manufactured in China. But things have improved quite a bit since that time. I think that's about as far as I can go. Yeah, I'll stop there. I went a little bit further up here. This is actually under the plastic because there was just a little bit more of that color to go. But anyway. So last year I was an observer for summer with the masters, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed all the videos from Anthony from Single and Placing and Katie from Diamonds and Washi. And I thought, you know, I want to participate in that next year. So this is the year that I am certainly trying to do so and participate, but really I've been participating since day one, since January, because I decided that I'd try to show budget-friendly paintings as well as premium paintings on my channel. And one of the ways to deal with the licensing issues is to show old masters art. So this Van Gogh's paintings were all in the late 1800s, basically anything before 1928, generally in the US, is available as copyright-free images that you can reproduce without worrying about licensing. So I bought a whole bunch of Van Goghs thinking this would be the year of Van Gogh, But I continue to collect them. The more I learn, the more I like, the more I collect. So my Van Gogh journey is going to be longer than a year, because there's no way I can finish everything that I've found in just 1 year. And I love all the landscapes and the florals and all that. So I also like the paintings that I'm finding. So I got a few more on the way. I will do a full Van Gogh update here pretty soon once I get a few more in that I'm waiting on. Got a couple from Jaded Gem Shop, got a couple from a couple of other companies, so I will be showing an update on where my collection stands here pretty soon. But anyway, as many artists go through suffering and misunderstanding and all that in their real life, Van Gogh's story is actually pretty tragic. The way he passed away as a pauper without getting any real recognition, and now many years later we now appreciate what he created and left behind. So it is an interesting story. But anyway, I was going to talk a little bit about diamond painting companies and what my stance is on various things, and I've tried twice now, and both times I've deleted the videos. So I'm not going to try to do that. I am going to try to say, enjoy your diamond painting, whether it's budget friendly, whether it's premium. I do both, and I will continue to show both. And it's been an interesting challenge as far as navigating through all the different companies and the requests I'm getting and the PR packages and all that stuff. So it's been a learning process for me, and I'm not sure I have it completely figured out. But because I believe that diamond painting should be enjoyed by everybody, I am not going to limit myself to premium companies only. And I'm sure you've seen that. I do show budget-friendly stuff. And some of the companies that approach me don't give me my own choice completely. I kind of pushed that one. That didn't work too well. We'll try again. Some of the companies will show me 5 different things that they're trying to showcase and ask me to pick 2 or 3 of those 5. Others will say, pick what you want. Others will say, one time, pick what you want, and then another time, we want you to review this. It just depends on what's going on with their company. So I can't complain too much because they are free items. So I'm usually, not always, I've turned down a couple, but I'm usually going to accept what they want to send me. Which means that you will continue to see a variety of items on my channel, and every once in a while you might see something unlicensed sneak in from the budget company deal, but I'm not going to judge on that. And hopefully, if you do have troubles with that you make your own choices based on what you are going to buy. Now, I do usually go back on these companies, as I've told you before. I like to go in and make my own purchase after they approach me about doing a PR package, which, for those of you that aren't sure, PR it's a freebie. So there are companies that ask us to unbox and review freebies, and most of them really don't have any stipulations. They just ask us to share the links to the items, and others have a little more detailed requirements. So far, nothing that I have been unhappy about. Everything I've been willing to share or deal with. Mostly it's that they can use our videos for their own advertisement, basically putting our stuff on their Facebook page to advertise the items after we complete our videos. No big deal. I've not been worried about any of that because I'm small fish. There's no way I'd make tons of money off of anything I'm doing, so I'm not too worried about it. all that to say, I'm going to continue to be doing that. I will continue to showcase items from these companies, and I will continue to also purchase and enjoy my premium company paintings. I think we can all survive in this world together and create a community that's open to everyone in the diamond painting world. So that's just a little bit of a note on where I stand. So there may be occasion where you see things that you're wondering about the licensing issues. I try when I make my own purchases to be careful, but nobody's perfect, and sometimes things slip through. So I guess the best advice I can say is buyer beware. So when you are on these, I hit the edge of the plastic there. If you are shopping around on these sites, just you choose based on what you're willing to do, and look carefully at the pictures, look carefully at the sizes, and you make your decision for you. And if you have any questions, of course, you can email me. I am open to emails from anybody. Let me know if I can help in some way, or if you have any questions. I may not be able to answer, but I will certainly try. And if I can't, maybe find a resource where you can get your questions answered. So that's all I'm going to say about that. So, how's everybody doing? I think I already asked. What are you working on right now? This is a nice little AB green. There's already some white ABs here showing up on the table here for this painting. But what are y'all working on? Let me know in the comments. How are you doing? How's your family doing? Any pets that you have? What are your plans for Father's Day? We don't have a whole lot going on. I'm going to be smoking briskets. My dad lives in Houston. I'll be checking in with him. And my kiddos were from a previous marriage, so they checked in with their dad. And he is working, and at least one of my kiddos is working, so they're going to do dad things with him on Tuesday. So it should be pretty quiet around here for Father's Day, other than trying to cook big hunks of cow to feed people at work. So are any of you guys participating in some of the masters? Have you bought any cool diamond paintings recently? I think I have some cool stuff both here and arriving soon. And I've got one arriving as soon as Monday that I would like to share with you guys. It's from a small shop. It's from Bella Safina, and I have opened another box from her in the past, and I am currently working on one that you've seen a few times from her. But I've ordered from her because she has a new thing that she is going to be doing coming up. They'll be available in late August. And so I will be talking a little bit more about that, but I went ahead and made a purchase, kind of a pre-order type thing, of one of those. They're really not available right now, but they will be in late August. But I will talk about what is coming up. But what I have to unbox is one that's available right now on our website. It's a Jody Bergsma painting, which I was a fan of Jody Bergsma back when I was a cross-stitcher. I like her softer style of rendering and the pastel colors and all that. So I have that should hopefully be here on Monday, and I can talk more about what she's planning to do with her company. And if you like cross-stitch conversions, then this may be right up your alley, which I do enjoy. So we'll talk more about that after painting gets here. I also have a PR package video I recorded today, plus a small finish from that one. And I will probably get that up in the morning tomorrow, if not overnight tonight while I'm sleeping. Maybe the magic of the interwebs can post that. Although I do need to do a little bit of editing, so that one it probably should wait till tomorrow because it's already pretty late. I also have a couple of packages. Every time one of the companies asks me to review their stuff, I go back in and make my own purchase on their website to see what it's like to be a regular customer on their website. So I have a couple of those that are in. Oh, and Diamond Art Club revealed their mini diamond paintings this week, and of course I had to buy the two that were nature based. I didn't buy the makeup or the food, but I did get the flowers. And those are kind of cool because they come with 6 in their minis. As you've seen on my channel, I bought Paint Gem minis and worked on them. I bought the Temu ones. I bought the Make Market, so of course I had to get the Diamond Art Club ones. And they will be arriving. They shipped today, so they'll probably be here Tuesday, I'm guessing. Wednesday's a federal holiday, so if stuff doesn't get here early next week, it might be delayed a little bit. But the Diamond Art Club minis are interesting because they didn't look like they had any regular drills. They had ABs and mostly fairy dust. So I think the 2 I ordered had 1 or 2 ABs and all the rest fairy dust. So they should have a lot of sparkle. It'll be interesting to see those. So those will be arriving next week. So a lot of goodies piling up in I have a recliner here in the living room, and I just keep piling the stuff on there, which is good because it means I have a lot of content available to me for the next week or 2. So hopefully you won't be bored with what I have to show you. So this section is done. So looks like we're gonna get to move into the red vase here. See if I can find the perforation. There it is. Sometimes this perforation doesn't tear quite like it should, and that one didn't quite. It kind of went sideways a little bit there. Here we go. I'm not the biggest fan of the perforated cover. I know they're working on it. We'll see. We'll see how long I manage on this one. I may switch it out to release paper. There we go. Okay, I got a straight line there. We'll see. But anyway, lots of different things, but I'm curious. Trying to figure out what color to go for next here. I'll do the dots. What direction would you like to see my channel go in? Do you like the budget stuff? I noticed one of the other content creators that I watch a lot, I think it was Diamond Painting Grandma. There are 2. There's Diamond Grandma. It wasn't her. It was Diamond Painting Granny. She's in Oregon, and she did a poll about do people like to see those unboxings, like PR packages and all that. And overwhelmingly, the poll was yes, which I was kind of surprised. So I wasn't sure if people get tired of those, but it sounds like maybe not. So I do try to add a little bit of an extra. That's what I thought. I had gone one too far on that one. I do try to add a little bit of extra by actually working on the projects instead of just unboxing them. But the downside of that is that I don't have as much time for other things. So if I open a PR package and do one or two of the diamond paintings in there, then I rarely have time to do my other stuff. So it can be tricky at times finding the balance between doing the company stuff, which does help the channel, does get more exposure, it does give me content, but sometimes it can make me feel like I'm being kept away from doing what I really want to do. So, but I don't think it has anything to do with just PR packages. I think it's about making content for the channel that's interesting. So whether I'm doing that or junk journal stuff or just working on a painting based on an event instead of what I would have done if I were just completely on my own without anybody wondering or watching what I was doing. There is a difference. So I have to try to find that balance between doing what you all want to see and doing just what I want to do. So tonight is one of those nights where I'm doing just what I want to do. I'm really enjoying it. So go ahead and remove that. See, sometimes that's not going to work. Maybe against this. Can you see it? No. It's clear plastic. You're not going to be able to see it, but the edges don't always tear as I'd like them to with the perforated plastic. But it's not the end of the world. A lot of times I'll just peel the whole thing off and work for a while and stick it back. So that will probably drive you all nuts to see that, especially with the dogs running around here, getting dog hair and dust and all that stuff around. Sometimes I just kind of revert to single placing because it's easy and relaxing. Other times I look at it and say, oh, there's 5 there. I should be able to get that all at once. So, any Game of Thrones fans out there? Our whole family is a big fan of George R.R. Martin and Game of Thrones, and tomorrow is the premiere of season 2 of House of the Dragon. So whatever I don't get done before like 7 p.m. tomorrow evening will probably have to wait till Monday evening to get done. So I will be certainly turning on the TV and watching the House of the Dragon to see where that storyline goes. I was actually rather impressed with the season 1 of House of the Dragon. After all the disappointment with the ending of Game of Thrones, I think it was good to see that come out in a very positive way, at least for me and my enjoyment, and the rest of the family. So I will be looking forward to that. And boy, sometimes I don't do vertical multi-placing well because of the angle that I have to put the camera and how I have to hold my head to be able to see, and it just doesn't work that well. But this is kind of a vertical line here that I wanted to do. I guess it didn't have to be, But I know a lot of people say to try multi-placing vertically because it's easier, but for me it's quite the opposite. See? And that was kind of a mess. Yeah, that didn't work so well. Horizontal actually usually works better for me. But that's okay. We can make it work there. And this painting actually, because of all this multi-placing, should go pretty fast. I'm not a speed diamond painter by any means, and I don't try to be. I try to slow and steady get it done, and I do eventually get it done. I've been working on a couple of my other WIPs that I showed in my May month in review, because I look over at that table and I see all those and I think, I gotta get some of those done. So I've had some fun working on my ocean mystery painting. That's been a blast. I do like that one, so I got almost a second row done on that one. But then when this one came in, I had been waiting on this one for a while because I had it in my cart for a long time. Once it came back in stock, it's been sitting in my cart ever since, waiting for a second painting to buy. So finally that second painting popped up, and it turned out to be a pre-order, so I did have to wait a few weeks beyond that before I could get this one in. So now that it's here, I am happily enjoying it. And I did buy one of the Art Dot A1 size, the huge portfolios, to now include my Van Gogh collection of diamond paintings. So I've got a smaller portfolio for the 30 by 40s, and then the large one which holds the ones this size, including my Cafe Terrace at Night that I finished, and a couple other. I had like 5 or 6 of the 40 by 50s, a couple of them done, and then I have my huge Starry Night that is a cross stitch conversion that I got a corner of it done. I will show that in my update as well. That one's going to be too big to fit in the portfolio, but that one will probably get framed and end up going on the wall somewhere. So at this point I think I'm just kind of rambling, and so this seems like a good spot to end, so I can get this video up tonight for all of you night owls or those across the Atlantic that happen to be starting their day soon and like to listen in. So I wanted to say thank you. If you didn't watch my Art Dot winner video, I hit 1,500 plus subscribers over the past week, which is crazy. So I did buy a second Art Dot tray set for a giveaway for my 1,500 subscribers milestone, and I appreciate everything you guys have all done to support me and your continued support and likes and all that stuff. I couldn't be here without you guys, because if nobody was listening, I would just stop. But since I know there are people out there all the time who are keeping me company in my diamond painting journey, I will continue to make these videos and hopefully have something interesting to say. This one was just kind of an unwinding for the end of the night. I didn't really have anything earth-shattering other than letting you know what's coming next. And hopefully tomorrow I'll get that junk journal stuff up, because that's a lot of fun. I really do enjoy doing that. And this is just, the one I'm doing is just kind of an intro. I'm really needing to get some butterfly diamond painting done so I can really jump into the one I really want to do. So I'm kind of treating that one as a practice run for the big one. So thank you for joining me on my journey. Thank you for the support. Thank you for listening to me jabber on here about things of very little consequence. And I hope you all have a good weekend, have a relaxing time. For those of you that have lost fathers and are going to be thinking back on memories instead of enjoying your time with your loved ones, I do feel for you. And for those of you that do get to spend time with fathers and loved ones, I hope you have a good day doing so tomorrow. And I will check back in later. So thank you for watching.